Alright, welcome back to Roguetech, and welcome back to Challenge Run, no tech, no mechs. So, yeah, we're just gonna drop straight into a mission. I did finally correct weapon order, in case you missed the small little video on the widget, which is why it has a nice little facelift. Current salvage is anything, and scrap limit is 60. So, we'll see how that goes. I'll be tweaking and messing with it for the rest of this playthrough. But for now, we are just going to, I think, do this quick little recovery. 625 max salvage. We're specifically looking for stuff to finish out the Crusader and to be able to build the Centurion as well as the 2 vehicles that we are sitting on, both of which have stealth. Woo. Now then. There's nobody in the other lances. Nope. So give me just a second while I figure out what to drop and who to put in it. Alright, sending the Excalibur on another nice little test run. The heat efficiency should not be any problem at all, since we are in the frozen tundra. But then we got Secret back on the Legionnaire, Judith and Gisela, and the Valkyrie and Wasp for mostly training purposes. And then we're dropping the Pirate Hunter and Black Jacket with Scrub and Porunn, respectively. And with that, let's get in the mission. Yep, that is the challenge run, Darius. Alright, so based on the description, we're just rescuing one person. So, single point, 4 enemies.
Interface initiated.
Let's see what they drop on this 4 chevron mission. Yep, that's fine. We're not going to withdraw, we're just going to kill everything. Should be very straightforward. I mean, we have some long range now. So our short range stuff can run down the road while our long range hangs back and shoots. Sounds good. Something like that? Sure. Okay. We have an Urban Lord. Ooh. 70-ton heavy mech with a thumper cannon, RE small laser, and 2 ELRM-10s. We need to get close to that thing quickly. Although actually thumper cannon, I believe, can direct fire for pretty massive damage. Then there's a Hatchet Man. We don't really want to get that close to that thing.
Ready for
Interesting. Orders. Reposition round. The Wasp needs to get going. 8 evasion plus cover. Nice. Ah, we have Marauder battle armor. I don't think they can swarm. I think their thing is they're more durable and have better weaponry than most battle armor, but they can't swarm. Though, it has been a while since I've seen them, so my memory may be shaky. And then I just Shadowhawk 5R. Okay, so we want the Urban Lord and the Hatchet Man, and everything else we can just shred. Pirate Hunter also needs evasion. 8 and cover. Yeah, 8 and cover is probably the best we got. I also don't want to line up for stray shots, so. Oh, wait. 9 in cover. Nice.
Full speed, no target.
Effectively 10 evasion. That should help. Yeah, if the thumper cannon direct fires, we are in a bit of trouble. Okay, then the Valkyrie also needs a bunch of evasion. Here we go. Breaking line of sight to everything except the Urban Lord. Nice. But yeah, 625, I really don't want to shred everything. I really, really don't want to shred everything. Would I take a Hatchet Man now that I'm, sitting here thinking about it? I might, actually. Swing wide with our PPC VTOL.
If you say so.
I don't think I would take a Shadowhawk if offered. At least not a 5R. But I think I might take the Hatchet Man. Again, if offered. Alright, The only person who has not acted is the Urban Lord. Urban Lord is not exactly known for its evasion. So I will run in and I will EWS ping. Sweet.
Got a lock.
Beautiful. So that should give us full information on everyone. Maybe I have to wait till next round so I actually have sensors. Ah, Rack 5 ER Medium Laser Hatchet Man. Interesting. Shadowhawk crammed full with Thunderbolt 5s. Okay. And then the Marauder has light tag, PPCs, and light rifles. Alright.
Orders.
High ground is good ground, but... yeah, I will push forward a little bit. I mean, it's a heavy mech. Our ECM is passive. Nice. Alright. So, new round. Yeah, Thumper Cannon, RE Small Lasers, ELRM-10s. It has an XL engine and a Gyro Double XL with improved jump jets. Ooh. Ooh. That's interesting. Double bin of LRM ammo Spall Liner. Cool, so I believe if memory serves, unless it's changed, the Spall Liner is going to be a armor upgrade that just reduces damage taken and reduces the chance of through armor crits. Yeah, the Thumper's on the right arm. I mean, I might as well try to get the Thumper Cannon, kill it from the left. Yeah. Yeah, I want to kill the Urban Lord from the left. The Hatchet Man also has an XL. Does not have improved jump jets. 4-ton hatchet, lower melee. Lower melee on the other side too. I think the... ooh, there's actually a Guardian... I would like a Guardian ECM. I think I would like a Guardian ECM more than the 4-ton hatchet. Would I? I know electronic warfare is something we're lacking. Anyway, that's the Hatchet Man. Shadowhawk also has an X. Okay, so we just need to pop side torsos and then we're good. Light AC5, AC5 ammo. Thunderbolt 5 guided is interesting. All of the Thunderbolts are on the right side. Alright, Shadowhawk, we're just gonna kill however we kill. Like, yeah, there's some slightly interesting stuff, but not much. And then, yeah, the Marauder. I actually would like Battle Armor PPCs and light tags, but I'm not going to priority pick any of that. Alright, so I want to kill the Urban Lord from the left side. And I want to kill the Hatchet Man from the left side. Which means I do not want to swing into the right flank. I think the Wasp will sit tight.
Commander.
Just gonna ease into the new recording session. Alright, Legionnaire. We still have a... yeah, we have a 4-ton hatchet. I don't want that much hesitation, but I am kind of tempted to just let them all take a move. Keep all of my super evasive people super evasive. Yeah.
Standing by.
Varrock, though, can actually get more evasion if I sprint forward. Into cover, it's just objectively better. But boy, oh boy, I can't actually get a good angle on any of them. Yeah, no, I'm gonna just let them come. Let them come, see what happens.
Hey.
Alright, Black Jacket. I will actually take this opportunity, in part to get closer, and in part
Going as fast as I
to kind of
can.
try to get into their minimum range or whatever. Anti-air arrow, PPC,
I'll try.
go. Wow. The Urban Lord Mechwarrior is bleeding out. Do I want a thumper cannon to sit there shooting at me every round? Is it worth? I don't think 625 would be enough to take the Urban Lord in its entirety. But, like, even cracking it open, that's so much. Like, the Gyro Double XL, all the improved jump. I would literally.
Commander?
Yeah. Yep. Full stop. That's it. That's what we do. The Marauder's already gone, so I think it's time that we go into the Shadowhawk's back, especially now that we know we're getting so much loot from the Urban Lord. I'm just going to try to kill the Shadowhawk immediately with all the things. Okay. And yeah, that's that. Firing.
Locking on.
Okay,
I'm out of short-range missiles.
fair enough. Cool. Firing on the Black Jacket, because anything that's close enough to shoot him in the back is within minimum range. Wow. I was not expecting to get that much heat generation in a, frosty biome. That's cool. Awesome.
What do you need?
Anyway, Legionnaire. That's a charge only. Alright.
Good to go.
Then I will just move and shoot. Yeah, I still want to kill. just in case I have extra picks or whatever. I think I would like to get something going with the Hatchet Man. Bolts on rockets, sure. Spin the rack up all the way.
Firing on target.
Okay, structure is exposed.
SRMs are out.
Now he gets a turn. We'll see how dangerous this thumper is now. Very.
Okay, you can cut it out now.
That said, it didn't do that much damage. That's fine. Excalibur can definitely take the abuse there.
Light damage, Commander.
Alright. The Hatchet Man left arm is open. It's not super interesting. I mean, the Shadowhawk's hot. And I really don't have a very good target here. I guess I just shoot the Hatchet Man from the front, and I hope... I'm actually also going to kick the Guardian, see him active. This helps protect the lighter units while the heavy is, less protected. That's fine. Yep. Just that.
Knowledge.
Alright, left arm down.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
Lower
Yes,
melee
ma'am.
destroyed. That's fine. The Valkyrie... I don't really have a good reason for shooting the Marauder in the back over anything else, but... It looks like all I have is obstructed regardless, so... Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot the hatchman in the back.
Received.
That works well. Let's do that. Might as well rapid fire.
Taking a shot.
Nope. Nothing.
I'm out of SRM.
That's fine.
Good to go.
Scrub in the Pirate Hunter. Cannot get into the Shadowhawk's back. Yeah, the terrain here is a little uneven, so I will just go in for the Marauder. Work on getting this battle armor down. Yeah, definitely dead fire. Yeah. No manipulators destroyed.
Scored a critical hit.
That sounds like a failure message.
No.
Alright, honestly? Yeah.
Throttling up for what it's worth.
What can get in the Shadowhawk's back probably should until... I'm not going to fire the anti-air arrow just in case it actually lands.
Orders.
Alright, Siegfried.
Ready for order.
Alright, melee is not working for some reason. Fun. Well... What do I do here, actually? I feel like going for the kill in the Marauder is just, like, better.
Aye, aye.
I really wish I could melee them. But I guess I can't. And that's fine. Yeah, not shooting towards my people, probably a good idea. And if we could kindly kill...
Attacking from position.
That's decent, babe.
Solid connection on that one.
Receiving you.
Alright, Valkyrie, also going to finish off the battle armor.
Position confirmed.
The unsteady hatchet man is
On your tail.
not
Inflicted some
terribly
heavy damage.
concerning.
Waiting for orders.
Yeah, I think this is literally just the round where I try to kill the battle armor and focus just on that.
On my way.
Yep.
Firing.
So here goes the hatchet man. Not using his hatchet and attacking the heavy mech. That's fine.
I'm showing minor damage.
Minimal risk. And now...
Orders.
I mean, again, the Shadowhawk is hot. That said, the Shadowhawk is also close to death. And since it has no manipulators, I don't believe it can swarm. So, I think that means the highest damage potential here. You know what, I'll just take the take the target off the field that I know will definitely die. And then everything else is just fine.
Moving to position.
Completely fine. Minimum range is also a thing.
Locked on with all weapons.
So,
One less target.
not terribly worried about the
Ready for
Thunderbolts
orders.
right next to me. Oh, cool. This is the correct side. Nice. Hello, Hatchet Man. Hi there. How's it going? Goodbye.
Hostile and then
Okay. So we have a Rack 5 and ammo on the board, along with a 4-ton hatchet and a melee actuator. Ooh. Okay, we need to get Porunn out of here.
Damage looks light, Commander.
Nice. Okay, next round we then kill the Shadowhawk and get Porunn to safety. Yes,
on
that.
my way.
Just that. And...
Putting one in the back.
Waiting for orders.
You know, I just realized hitting ourselves with the sensor mine's probably not a great idea.
Location confirmed.
Am I really that worried about a thumper cannon? Kinda. Nah, just go for the
Firing
kill.
full complement on the enemy.
No need to mess around here. We just
What's
need
up,
to kill.
boss?
Again, Porunn needs to work on getting out of here. Oh no, this is the Valkyrie, never mind. Haha. Move and shoot, get optimal range. Also, the AC-5 still hasn't
Okay,
jammed.
confirmed.
Beautiful. Love it.
Gotcha. Enemy down.
That's a kill. Easy
Waiting for
peasy.
orders.
Honestly, we're not even going to be killing the last one, so... Move,
Position confirmed.
brace. This should actually prioritize, like, make them prioritize the Legionnaire,
Hey,
which hopefully will keep... our VTOL safe as it runs away.
okay.
Also, I quickly glanced and misread the the paper doll. It is the right side, the side that I am now pointing at the thumper cannon that is damaged and needs to be protected. Oops.
Good to go.
Yeah, just gonna move and brace.
Aye, aye.
Keep that Guardian ECM active on the target. The question is, who's he going to be shooting at now? Yep, he is shooting at the Legionnaire. Nice.
Losing armor.
The asset is in hand.
Cool. So now I just need to get away from the Urban Lord and let him die. And then we'll see what we do about salvage after. So, Valkyrie, run away.
Roger. Full speed.
I think I'm just going to have the Excalibur walk around in front of him.
Receiving you.
Meanwhile, everyone else just books it. Just heads for the hills.
On my way. Double time.
Alright. And once I see whether or not he is still shooting at the lights, I will proceed with that plan and cut to anything interesting happen.
Commander.
Or potentially just, you know, his dying. Move, brace. And yeah, it's important whenever you've got somebody bleeding out to stay close so that they don't sit there and first aid. Which I'm pretty sure is the reason when I've disengaged in the past it has taken way more way more rounds than I expected. In hindsight, probably should have, like, I don't know, not put my back towards the thumper cannon. Oof. The miss on the Pirate Hunter hit our Valkyrie. Yeah,
What now?
that's fine. Yeah, Porunn,
Oh boy,
Just
here
running.
we go.
we're definitely not using the evac zone. Alright,
Let's hit him hard.
so once everyone else gets out of range completely, and
Just running.
the only person that the Urban Lord can see or detect is the heavy in front of him, within minimum
Got
range,
something
we
you want
shouldn't
done?
take much damage at all.
Roger.
Shouldn't.
Receiving you. Double time. Let's go.
But, like I said, I will cut to anything of note happening.
Yes, Commander.
If all we do is lose armor, then that's fine. That's completely fine.
Good to go.
Yep, see you there. And there we go. He punches out, and we win the mission.
Successful.
Alright, 263,900 C-bills is our payout. Got some armor damage, but that should definitely cover the repairs. Okay. So, Davian Guard, or the Davians, want the Marauder battle armor. And in exchange, we get no salvage, but they do give us 5 rep, and importantly, that takes the entire, I believe, the entire Marauder battle armor off the salvage table, meaning we don't have to deal with it cluttering things. I am actually going to accept this. Thank you for the 5 rep. And now there is no battle armor junk. As we look, we can take the entire Urban Lord. We can take the entire Urban Lord and just have it ready to drop after we repair the head armor. I mean, I have to, right? Right? That still leaves me with 1 priority pick. Alternatively, I could take the Hatchet Man, but then I'd have to repair it, replace the engine, yada yada yada. No. And then the Shadowhawk is same thing. I'm not gonna. So my 1 priority pick, if I just take. Yeah, if I just take the Urban Lord. Okay. If I break it apart, in order to get the Radical Compact, the Gyro XXL, the Spall Liner, that's already 3 priority picks. I'm fine with having a Thumper Cannon. Period. Great. I wouldn't priority pick it, but if it's coming in the package, why not? And yeah, Spall Liners, reduced through armor damage taken, reduced through armor crits, and reduced damage, but it just 5% damage reduction, but it does cost 10% additional weight. Great for melee mechs, where you have the extra tonnage, and you care more about the damage reduction as they close with and engage the enemies than you do about the actual weight that you're spending on armor. But, like, why am I even still debating this? Like, the good stuff would take all of my priority picks. Alright, so here's the question now. Do I take the Rack 5, hope to get the double bin, try to run a double Rack 5 build? Do I take the lower melee, which is good for punch and physical weapon? Do I take the 4-ton hatchet, so I just have another physical weapon for all of my gladiators? I'm not gonna get any random salvage. So if I were to take the Rack 5, I would be guaranteed to not get the Rack 5 double bin. Let me look at the ammo I have. How much Rack 5 ammo do I actually have right now? I have enough Rack 5 ammo to run 2 Rack 5s. Because that's 60 shots, and then another 44, that's 104 shots. So if I'm running 2 Rack 5s at times 5, that would be, what, 100? So like 10 rounds. I have barely enough to run 2 Rack 5s. Alternatively, I just take the 4-ton hatchet. I'm happy to slap it on literally anything. I have 3 lower melees. Like, the fact that I actually have the Rack 5 ammo for it is very compelling. Double Rack 5 is definitely fun. But I would literally have just enough to fire ×5 every round with both of them. And we're looking at 20 tons for the Rack 5s, and then another 5 tons. So we're looking at 25 tons for just the 2 Rack 5s. Alternatively, I could just throw the hatchet onto any heavy mech that... literally any heavy mech that still has unused carry capacity. 4-ton hatchet on one hand. Yeah. Final answer. Let's go. Alright. 70 tons. Yeah, so we got... I think it was 200,000? And we spend 100,000 on the repair bill. And then we're going to jump in the mech bay. Now we are going to look at this urban lord. So for a whopping 51,000 C-bills, it is ready to drop. It has a move sprint of 4.6. And it should be able to jump for 7, I believe. Ooh, hold on. Don't we have... Okay, I would have to drop one of the jump jets. Sure. And that would give us 3 jump capacity with an additional 5.5. So we'd have 8.5 jump capacity. Do I want that on an urban lord? An urban lord with a thumper cannon. Honestly, I kind of feel like I'd be better off replacing the thumper cannon with something longer range. Ooh. LRM 20. Do I have LRM clan ammo? I have Artemis clan ammo, 3 bins. 1 bin of regular. Yeah. Okay, so if I drop the thumper and I give it drop the ELRMs. I give it the 2 clan LRM 20s, which have shorter range than the ELRMs, but the weapon damage increases on the ELRMs versus the damage staying consistent on the LRM 20 clan, but it is firing twice as many missiles. So even if the ELRM 10s at 7 tons were doing max damage at max range, they would be 7 tons for the same damage as the 5-ton LRM 20s. Then I could go... So the arm actuator actually does not have a lower. But yeah, the MML-20 Risk also uses clan ammo. Of course, if I do that, I don't have as much tonnage left for... Oh, the small laser goes. The small laser definitely goes. This is... arrow 4. An arrow 4 with some LRM 20s. Oh, wait, right. Requires 2 additional slots. Huh? Oh, 7 plus 8. Oh, wow. Okay. I would still need ammo. Honestly, if I'm going all direct fire, I could use the jump boosters and everything on something else. Is that enough? No, that is still not enough slots. So, Gyro XXL. There we go. Finally enough slots. So now I would need the ammo. Do I even have any Arrow 4 ammo? This is wild, I know. Heap. I have fast cam half. That's 3 shots. And then I have heap. Breach armor before detonating internally. That sounds amazing. That would be 5 shots. And 3 shots. Ah, but then I was going to put Artemis on the LRM-20 clan. On both of them. Nah, this is not the arrow carrier. Okay, let's pack back out and let's look at this again. I am so excited to make something crazy with this Urban Lord. On the cheap as well. Yeah, we're gonna drop the Thumper Cannon. Again, like, the Thumper Cannon's great. I'm gonna put it... Ooh. I'm gonna put the Thumper Cannon on the Centurion. That's gonna be fun. Okay. ELRM-10. LRM double. ELRM-10. Gone, gone, gone. Also... LB5 is 840. Ultra 10 is 720. Ultra 10 is 720. I feel like the Gauss rifle is probably going to be too heavy, but let's see. Let's start with what I know for a fact I want to do. LRM-20 clan. Boom. LRM-20 clan. Boom. Ammo. I also would definitely like some case 2 in here. LRM Artemis clan. LRM Artemis clan. LRM Artemis clan. So that's 360. Which, if we're firing 40 per round, is only 9 rounds of ammo. So we definitely need the other LRM clan that we have. And that's all of the clan LRM ammo I've got. Which is fine. Do I actually have any? I do not have any clan SRM ammo. I do. Artemis. I mean, on the... Wait a second. Spallliner isn't an armor upgrade. It is still just a component. Oh, that's so good. I'm definitely putting that on Melee Mech. But you know, Clan Artemis actually does make sense here. Like 100%. and then giving the MML, because the LRM-20s have a very respectable 840 meter max range, but they also have no minimum range. So in the event that we do get into any kind of closer quarters stuff, we would absolutely still be able... Wait. No, that's just regular Artemis. Yeah. Weapon. So that lets us bring the... Where is it? MML 20 risk. Which I think I'm actually going to put... Huh. That's tricky. So that leaves us with 10 tons. 9 tons, really. If we could save tonnage, it would be with... That's 5 slots. That's 5 slots. Oh, it's already got into composite. Hold on. Changing to a Clan XL would... Actually, if we don't need the tonnage, we could drop the Gyro XL and save ourselves 2 slots that way. Hold on. We have an Artemis 5 and 2 Artemis 4 attachments. We have an Artemis 5 and 2 Artemis 4 attachments. Hold on a second. This is wild. LRM Clan. LRM Artemis Clan. So I go Artemis 4, Artemis 4, Artemis 5. Ah, no. You have to have one or the other. Okay. Artemis 4. 1 ton. 1 ton, 1 slot. Versus 1.5 tons, 2 slots. +1 direct fire, more grouping, increased crit chance, plus 0.2 damage per missile when firing with LRM ammo. Minus 0.2 damage variance. Okay. And then, yeah, same with SRM. But risk MMLs do not get bonus damage or reduced damage variance. Okay. So the fact that we can't mix and match makes me think that perhaps the 60 missiles is less ideal. Because that means the LRM-20 would have 1 bin of non-Artemis ammo to fire. So it could fire for 6 rounds. And the other 2 missile systems would be restricted to only firing in Artemis mode. Which, with the jumping, isn't that big of a deal. We can definitely get line of sight very easily. The max range is, you know, impressive. Alternatively, we can drop the risk MML. Give it the Artemis 5 ammo. Or Artemis 5 attachment. On both weapon systems. Okay. And then I can put the Artemis 5 also on the LRM 20 clan on that side. Which then gives me LRM 40 with the ability to fire indirectly 3 times, as well as 9 rounds of direct fire. Or if I, need to use the LRM non-Artemis to finish out a mission, it's fine. Altogether, I have 12 rounds of full fire. Cool. That also gives me... And yeah, I would love to have case 2, but I've got so much side torso tied up. Yeah. I was thinking I could put case 2 center with 3 bins of ammo. I could. That would be quite a bit safer. Just have the 1 bin of ammo not protected by the case 2. I'll think on it. We're still... Yeah, this can't be used, right? Right? Wait. Does this not require a lower? Does the arms system not require a lower? That's interesting. Oh yeah, before I forget, I should totally toss the jump booster on here. Drop 1 jump jet. Cool. Get some electronic warfare online. Fire control missile accuracy, just +1 accuracy. Ooh, I could actually also go stealth armor here. No, I can't. I would need to not have all the slots taken here. Which I could do if I put 2 bins center toward... No, it's fine. This doesn't need to be a stealth mech. It's a jumpy mech. It's a heavy mech that's going to get all sorts of evasion. Let's see. Yep. Clan Gardenesia. Only takes 1 ton, 1 slot. Yeah, I don't know. I'll think on it. For now, let's just toss the Gardenesia. Okay. So, if this is what we're sitting at, we've got an 840 meter max range. So if I want to be able to just stand at extreme range, best bet for that would definitely be ER large lasers is actually really interesting. Like, it's a compact heatsink kit. So you do have to be a little cautious. The radical is mostly there for if we start getting overheated or if we're going to be generating a lot of heat when we jump. Never mind. This is not an energy build. That would not be a smart move. I need this thing to run cold so I can jump constantly. So... no hands, that's fine. Ooh, hypervelocity 5? Just for the crit chance is really interesting. Do I have ammo for it, though? I probably don't. No, I have hypervelocity 20 ammo. Okay. LBX. Ooh, hold on. LB10. We have the tonnage for it. We do have the tonnage for it. And then we can bring... Slug actually increases the range even more. So if we have Slug, we can actually increase the range to the LRM range. That sounds fun. Ah, and now we're at tonnage. But I would ideally also like to either have cluster or like something utility like Dragon's Breath or Lead Slug. Just bringing the heat would be interesting. But this is also better on a heat-specific build because it doesn't actually do anything other than generate a little bit of heat. It doesn't, like, for example, reduce their cooling or anything. So... yeah, I think I'd go Cluster Slug. That's also 20 rounds, so the LBX never runs out of ammo. And then we would need some way to reduce... yeah, our heat efficiency is fine. We would need some way to reduce tonnage with just the armor slot. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We only have 8 fixed slots, not 10. Or slots in general. Clan Indo is 7 slots compared to Indo Composites 5. So for 2 more slots, we could gain 1.75 tons, which is exactly what we're looking for. So now we're up to 294,000. But this is super interesting. Oh, actually, hold on. What does our financial report look like? Okay, so we're actually going to be a little tight on money until we drop on a money mission. Okay. Let's check the store real quick, just to see if there's anything that's going to cycle out and we'll be sad to miss. We can get our Commander VTOL appointment, but no. Fire Control Machine Gun, that's kind of funny, actually. We do have a dual machine gun on the Valkyrie, I think. That would be fun. But, no. It is definitely not worth 125,000 to me. That's bay. I don't have anything that has a weapons bay. $18 shots. No. Okay. So what I'm actually going to do is set up the order. Oh, right. Mech Bay. Ha. So this is something I can do. Fujin. The Fujin, I need a ballistic and energy. So since it's an... improved heavy. I basically don't have to worry about anything except for the fact that the energy weapon needs to take 1 ton. So I'm just going to give it a clan ER medium. And then the ballistic weapon, basically pretty much anything, I think. Hypervelocity 20 is a lot. I kind of like the idea of keeping this thing at range, so 600 meters. I actually have 3 LB10s. Like, there is a world where I do that. $720. That said, I could also just give it a rack. But I can't use the double bin because the 3 ammo slots are all actually ammo. Gauss rifle's too much, isn't it? Too many slots. Oh no, it's too heavy. I for some reason thought the hypervelocity 20 would be heavier than the Gauss. So AC-20s are very hefty. Oh, actually, I guess the Gauss rifle is still heavier than the AC-20, so yeah, it makes sense. Anywho. Yeah, I think I give it the LB-10. Just load it up with some specialty ammo as well. I actually just got done saying the Dragon's Breath doesn't actually generate its own, like, heat, or anything. But if I can add in, yeah, something like that. Inferno Mines. Nice. And also, the Inferno Mines will not be destroyed by the LB-10 or the laser. So this is actually a much better use for the Inferno Mines than the PPC build. I think I'm actually just going to give it extra survivability. So the rockets are all going to be, 420 meters instead of long, 600 meter plus. And then, what other LB-10? I mean, I got 2 bins of clusters, so I might as well use that. And then, am I gonna run cluster ammo as my only damage? I think so. I think I'm gonna run the LB-10 lead slug. That's a half bin. That is a half bin. Okay. I still feel like this is the right call. I've got 3 LB-10s. So it's not like I'll be like, oh wow, I wish I would have used that on a mech. And then it also has heat damage, regular damage, heat damage. Yeah, I like it. Let's do that. Very cheap, 6 days, no problem. Then we'll take a look at the Stealth Striker. Yeah, I think I wanted to make this into just an SRM build. It does have a turret, so it can run in any direction. Streak 6 is too much. 3 ton max, 3 ton max. Yeah, I just want 3 SRM 6s. Okay. Store. Do you have any SRM 6s? I still haven't found a good disco mech, but one day. Yeah. Okay. Repair order. What is the highest priority? I do want to play with the new Fujin, but I also only have, I believe, hold up. No, not that. Barracks. I believe I still just have Porunn until... Yeah, this is still pilot is learning to fly VTOLs in red, so... We have him back, but it looks like... I wasn't paying attention to anything other than him being out. So, I don't know what that means. We'll see. Anyway, I'm going to hold off on prioritizing the VTOL, the new VTOL, until after. I definitely want to bump... Wait. Right, urban tank. I was gonna say, I didn't think I confirmed, and also I should just go ahead and repair this. It's gonna be, what, 1 day? And I have to repair the head anyway? Yeah, 1 day, 51,000. I can definitely afford that for the financial. And I'm actually kinda... Okay, Fujin, lowest priority. Easy. That one's easy. Now then. Wait, is this a second Wolverine? Hold on. Yes, it is a second Wolverine. Oh, I don't remember what Past Me did, but... I think I will definitely... So I need like 2 days on... I'm gonna get the Shadowhawk repaired. 4 days, 1 day, 1 day, 1 day, 2 days. So 4 days, 2 days, 1 day, 1 day. So that means we do have, oh, not Mech Bay, engineering. You can tell it's been a hot minute since I did a recording session. Yeah, so since we have Mech Bay 3 working at 100%, then in 2 days we'll have the Shadowhawk halfway done, the Legionnaire ready, the Black Jacket ready, and the Valkyrie ready. I would rather have the Pirate Hunter ready. Yeah. Yep. And then we'll drop on a mission. But first, financial report. I'm going to save myself the almost 600,000 C-bills. And also, I'm going to see how the widget looks at 21 MechTech. Okay, scrap limit 45 tons, salvage 70 tons. Yeah, that's what I was kind of expecting at the point where I was dropping on 4 or 5 Chevron missions. And yeah, even though it looks different, the values in the widget right now by default are the ones I've been using on this challenge run. So I think we'll rocket normal funding for a little while and see if that works better. I mean, it'll also save us money, so we can spend more time buying and building crazy things. Right, I was gonna wait... too long. Oh well. It's fine. So... we have... Right. I was like, wait, how does the Shadowhawk still have 3 days left? We reduced the funding level, so we have 2/3 of the mech tech we did. That makes sense. That completely makes sense. So we will start the next episode. Well, let's look at the store. Just to finish the messing around in the mech lab, looking in the store and all of that, so we can just jump straight into like a pair of missions for tomorrow's episode. AC-20, LRMs, medium laser, minigun, 2-ton bolt-on, basically a machine gun. So only 24,000. And that would actually be really good if I had a like light mech or a medium mech that I was running a bunch of machine guns and the fire control machine gun that I... Wait, do I have one? That I saw, at least. Oh, cool. I can send somebody else to the Air Academy. That's interesting. Engine heatsink removal, just always. So first of all, it's free tonnage as long as you've got slots. Easy slot to tonnage conversion. But also, if you're using protos, it allows you to put more actual proto heatsinks in. So the proto heatsink kit, like, will... The proto heatsink system will have more percent reduction than if it was just the internal engine heatsinks. Fire control Gauss sniper. Accuracy and evasion ignore with Gauss rifles. Even if I don't have a unit for that right now, that's pretty good. IFF Jammer Mark II. Might buy that after I drop on a money mission. Unlimited Machine Gun Tracer. I already have 10. Never mind. The question is, will I forget? You know what? If I do forget, I'm not too worried about it. Neither of these is like a critical I need it kind of thing. Now, if there were some SRM6s, I would instantly buy them. But there is not. So, that leaves us for tomorrow's episode, which, like I said, I'll probably drop on like 2 missions. But for now, that's been your episode of Roguetech for the day. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, have a good one.